Ford is holding an investor day today, fresh off the heels of last week unveiling its new all-electric F-150, the Ford Lightning, of course. And today the company is announcing an increase in its spending plans on electric vehicles. Cathy O'Callaghan is with us now. She is the Ford Vice President and Controller. Cathy, thank you for being here. So you guys announced today that you're going to increase spending on electrification by 36% to $30 billion by 2025. This is higher than the plan that you guys formerly were talking about. How are you going to deploy that money? Are we going to see more models, for example? What is that going to look like?
Good morning, and thanks so much for having me on today. It's great to be here. We're really excited about our Capital Markets Day today. Yes, the $30 billion is part of our plan to lead in electric vehicles. And the primary increase in that spending plan, which is $30 billion by 2025, is for our battery development technologies. We announced last week that we are entering a joint venture with SK, and it's called Blue Oval SK. And it's really a strategic move for Ford to secure our battery sourcing, because by 2030, we're anticipating that about 40% of our global vehicle production is going to be all electric.
Cathy, that's a big goal there for 2030. You know, in order to reach that, does Ford have to be making its own batteries internally, and do you anticipate doing so?
Yes, we do. That's part of the venture that we announced last week. We're going to be developing and building our own batteries together with SK. And let me tell you a little bit about our plans on electrification. First of all, what we plan to do is build electric versions of our most iconic products in high volume segments. So earlier on this year, we launched the Mustang Mach-E, and I'm pleased to tell you that over 70% of those customers are new to Ford. And last week, I know you reported on our debut of the F-150 Lightning, which is the electric version of the F-Series, which is the world's most popular pickup truck. And we already actually have more than 70,000 customer reservations for that product, so a lot of excitement over it, and even President Biden loved it. And later on this year, we're going to be launching the electric version variant of the world's #1 global cargo van, which is called the E-Transit. So we've got a plan here to really leverage our scale in electrification, and we're really looking forward to the growth opportunities going to present itself to Ford.
You know, looking out to 2030, how many more electric models will you debut? When, for example, when is the electric Explorer coming?
Oh, there's more to come on that. No plans to announce that today, but you'll have to tune in and watch that information at our Capital Markets Day.
And Cathy, you know, you've been with Ford for a long time, and I'm just curious, at this moment in time, so we're sitting here May 2021, how different are the company's electric vehicle plans from maybe the way that you would have thought they'd have been even just 5 years ago? It certainly feels like, and we've talked to a lot of EV makers on this show and automakers and so forth, it feels like things have changed with respect to expectations for electrification quite quickly in the last year or so.
Well, I think what's really changed is the opportunity that we see in front of ourselves to that. And these vehicles are completely different vehicles. They're exhilarating to drive. They're digitally enabled. They're connected. And it's a really exciting opportunity for us as we've seen this technology develop and we see how customers respond to these products. And I guess I wouldn't have expected that 5 years ago compared to where we are now. And I never anticipated that we're going to be here building at scale this super exciting battery technology. So completely different view of the company.
Well, we look forward to learning much more about the plans, about those models that you teased as well, Cathy, and any more headlines from the Investor Day today. Cathy O'Callaghan is Ford Vice President and Controller. Thanks, Cathy.